Yo, we back. We back, y'all. Another episode of Awesome Takes. Man, we know it was coming. Hey, the day has came. What they call it, Black Monday? The day has came, y'all. Kevin Stefanski up out of here. They got him up out of here. They got Kevin Stefanski up out of here. Now, the surprise was they kept Andrew Berry.
Why?
If y'all watched the episode last week, I told y'all Andrew Berry was spitting his gift. I got these pit players in here. You had one of the best drafts you probably had in your history, you know? And with Fannin, with Schweizer, then the kicker, he showed up. You know, they did win. They beat the Bengals 20-18. So let's go to that. Let's start with that. So the Cleveland Browns, they won the last two games. Shador pulled the last two games out. He did not play good, though. So we ain't going to, give him the praises. We got to be on him, too, when he have a bad game. So the Cincinnati game, it was not a good game, but he didn't have nobody. He wasn't really playing with nobody. Like, everybody was hurt. And Njoku ain't play. Fannin ain't play. Jenkins didn't play. So, like, all those people, he playing with third stringers and stuff like that, including Judy. But he was 11 for 22, 111 yards. Got sacked 6 times. His QBR was 11.9, so bad game. Joe Burrow, 29 for 39, 236 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. He was sacked twice. Miles did get his sack. We're gonna talk about that later. But that interception, that was a big interception because Devin Bush ran it back for a touchdown.
First and goal from the 7. Burrow, quick release, has it deflected, it's intercepted! And the Browns may have a chance for a pick 6. Bush, he's got up one man to beat. He's looking for Myles Garrett for some help. He got some help! And Devin Bush will score!
So that was like a big deal for real. Like that was a devastating touchdown. Our defense is really good. They always stay on Joe Burrow. That was one thing I was saying. Miles always has pretty good games against Joe Burrow. So I was like, I know he would at least get one. I mean, it was getting close. It was getting down to the nitty gritty. But I'm like, he at least gonna get one. He gonna get one.
First down. Burrow, he's under pressure. He's sacked. And there it is, a record that has stood nearly a quarter of a century has a new leader as 30-year-old Myles Garrett records his NFL record 23rd sack of the year, passing Michael Strahan and T.J. Watt on the all-time list.
But, so we did get the win. So that puts us, the Browns have the 6th pick. They got the 6th pick in the draft, y'all. 6th pick. So what can they do with it? They could probably try to bunch some of that in the other first rounder and try to go up if they want to. But you just got to see where stuff fall because you probably still get a good receiver, good lineman right there too. I'm going receiver. Like I told you, we got to fix that offense.
Give me a hell yeah. What?
Jimmy has them. He had this press conference. It was a quick one. You see, he's not really saying much, but, like he wanted to get in and out of there. He ain't want you to really ask too many questions, none of that. But one thing about it, he said he does want a winning team for the fans. That's something you better say. You better say that because you got a new stadium coming. You got to sell tickets. You know what I'm saying? So, dude, you're going to have to do something. You're going to have to hire somebody. And it's crazy because you kept Berry. Who you going to hire? Because they gonna have to report to Berry. So that's why you like to hire people together. Like the GM and the coach can kind of combine. Him and Stefanski did that. I don't understand how you going to do that with Berry. But Berry, he might have connections. He might be cool with people. So we going to see. But we just know it's not going to be a dominant coach. Just keep that in mind. We're not going to get a dominant coach because they're going to have to report to Berry. I'm not doing that. What are we? That's why I don't think Prime will come. I don't think Flores will come. Mike McCarthy might come, but them coaches that's tough, hard nosed. If they do Harbaugh or Tomlin, they're not doing Tomlin no more. They're not firing him. But to fire Harbaugh or one of them, they're not coming in. I'm not about to report in the Berry and you got to make all the decisions. I'm not doing all of that. That's one thing. That's why it was kind of a crazy decision for Haslam to still keep Berry because, they gonna have to, the coach is gonna have to mesh with him. So you're gonna have to hire someone that just wants to get in the league, or like never been a coach before. I need this job to build my resume. I know I can make them better. Somebody that's established and all of that, they not coming to be like, dude, I'm not reporting to Barry. Come on, man. He's not making my picks for me. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that because of the history. So we kind of know that we're gonna get a new coach, probably gonna get a young coach. Hopefully they offensive minded and they can juice up. They can juice it up, and hopefully they believe in the quarterback, whoever the quarterback is. I mean, I think it should be Shedeur. I think you should give him a full year. But you got to remember, we got Deshaun Watson too. Deshaun Watson might still have it. I'm even sorry to say he might still have it. I don't know if we would sign him again. You know what I'm saying? Like, he might have a good year and then he's gone. I don't think the Browns will re-sign him, but if he was to get some player time and ball out, let's say fix. That's why I say fix the offense. If you got players, he might be able to ball with the players. You know what I'm saying? So you never know. You know, like we never know with that. We got to see where the Browns go. But today we smoking on that Kevin Stefanski pack.
That's amazing. Well, got the weed in the bag.
Gonna
Beautiful.
get that.
Okay. Be careful with that thing, man. Here's the cash. Grab the stash. Alrighty, man. Thanks. Have a good one. Don't hurt yourself. Adios.
Hey, dude, he had 2 playoff wins, what, in 6 years?
You serious?
In the past 2 years, he was 8 for 26. That's bad, man. We was 5 and 12 this year. That's bad. We won 3 games last year. That's bad. So I want to make a word of the day. The word of the day today is better. We want to get better. We want to get better. So hopefully this move makes us better. You know, like we did get better, I believe, than last year. We did get better than last year. We do have some aspiring players. We do have some players that we can look forward to seeing next year. So that's another thing. We have to get better this offseason. We got to get a better coach. We got to get better receivers. We got to get better linemen. We have to get better. One thing about it, I'm going to get Shedeur his prop because he made us better. He was better than Dylan Gabriel. You know what I'm saying? He won more games than Dylan Gabriel. To me, he was better than Flacco. He was better than Penny Pickett. So just imagine if he would have played earlier. I think we would have won a few more games. Like I said, I think we would have won that Jets game. He lost to Buffalo. Josh Allen and them by 3 points. We would have won more games. So one thing about it, like he said when he was getting drafted, wherever I go, I'm going to make them better. Everywhere I went, I made the team better. When he went to Jackson State, they got better. He went to Colorado State, they got better. He comes to the Browns, they got better. So that's what you want. And hopefully he can expand his game and grow his game and get better next year. You know, like especially with a better team. Like we just said, better receivers, better line. Okay, I got a couple of facts though. Do you know Devin Bush, he had a pick 6. He had another pick 6. So that's 2 touchdowns, right? He matches our wide receivers. I believe Jared Judy had 2 touchdowns this year. And I think Cedric Tillman had 2 touchdowns this year. Devin Bush had 2 touchdowns this year. He matched our receivers. I never heard of that in life.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Devin Bush, the defensive linebacker, matched your receiver touchdown production. That's insane. That's insanity. So you have to fix the offense. How do a linebacker have the same amount of touchdowns as your receiver?
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Like, come on, man. Howard Fanning, he balled out though. So like, you know, he had 6 touchdowns and Njoku had 4. But our receivers only had 2 touchdowns apiece. Shit, our linebacker had that. Like, come on, man. So we got to do better than that, man. Hopefully Jenkins gets better. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, we got to look at this coaching search. We got to see what we're going to do about these coaches. Who y'all want to get? Who do y'all got in mind? Hell, I'm hearing Mike McCarthy. I'm hearing a lot of different things. I'm hearing the Michigan, the old coach. Like, come on, man. We're not going to do that. Like, hearing a few things, though. Josh McDaniels, I'm hearing a few little things out there. The Brian Flores thing, you know that's probably not going to shake because this Andrew Berry thing. Now, if he would have got rid of everybody and clean house, then we might see what's up. You know what I'm saying? Then we might, you know, be hearing some other noises and sounds out there that people that might be interested in the job. He kind of dismissed the Jim Schwartz. So, because Tony Grossi did ask him about Jim Schwartz. He kind of dismissed it. So I think they're more open to if they do get a coach, the coach can keep Jim Schwartz if he wants. But he's not going to make Jim Schwartz the head coach. So that's kind of weird to me, but they could keep some of the people. You can do that, keep some of your people, and then hire the coach if he accepts it and is cool with that. Because their defense was great. You know what I'm saying? So that's one less thing that the coach has to do because whoever the coach he gets is going to have to go and get a defensive coordinator and all that. We already got a good defensive coordinator. So that's one less thing that they might have to do. You know, you just got to work on this offense. So that's kind of a bright spot. Then you got Shedeur Sanders. You're just going to have to, you got Junkins, but you most definitely, our receiver room, hopefully a coach will get Cedric Tillman open a little more. We got Isaiah Bond. He was a rookie, a speedster, like I tell y'all. So, like, we do have some good people. We got some solid people. We do. It's just a few things we got to move, y'all. So, but we are smoking on that Kevin Stefanski pack tonight. So, that did happen. Andrew Berry did keep his job, so we're going to continue on with this sports thing, and we're going to see what's going on with this coaching search. He said they're on the search right now after the meeting, so we're pretty sure we're going to start hearing about meetings that they have and stuff that they're doing to acquire their next coach. You know, we about to go to these Cavs now, y'all. We're going to these Cavs. About to go to some of these other sports too. So, you know, it just don't got to be local. You know, it's just the Browns so heavy. You know, we heavy on the Browns when they going. We love our Browns. We love our football team. I love our Cavs too. We about to get on them too. So like, cause they've been going crazy too. If y'all didn't know, the Raiders, they fired Pete Carroll, so he gone. They kept their GM though. So, you know, you think you might need a couple little things, but you cool. The Cardinals fired their coach. The Cards fired Jonathan Gannon after 15 to 36 marks in 3 seasons. So you see that? Dude, we won 8. We was 8-26. Like, come on, my guy. So you see, I mean, this Black Monday, they getting fired. You know, it's happening. It's just, what are we going to do to get to that, what we say, word of the day? Better. And that's all we got to worry about, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, Andrew Berry makes these decisions to get us better. You did do a great job with this draft. Hopefully, you figured it out, you know, because all your other drafts, they was like, like they were, I don't know. Shouts out to Myles Garrett. He got that set. Let's get it, y'all. He might solidify that he's a Hall of Famer. It's solid now. It's probably locked in because he's about to get Defensive Player of the Year. You got the sack record. You got Defensive Player of the Year twice. You just played on a boo-boo team. Just played on a bad team. So hopefully we can fix that for you next year, Myles, and we can go to these playoffs and do something. I'm not going to say Super Bowl. But like Haslam said, teams turn it around in a year, man. They can mess around and make the playoffs. What are the Steelers going to do? They don't have a quarterback. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to stay next year. Lamar Jackson looked like he declining a little bit. I know he was hurt. I love Lamar Jackson. But it looked like he declining a little bit. So we might be able to catch them. Now in Cincinnati, we got to see what they do. You know, Joe Burrow, he going. And they fix that defense, they're going to be tough. So we just got to see what's going on, man. The Browns can do something. We can make some moves. It's just you got to make the right moves. And hopefully they do. When have they? So we can't really trust that because when have they ever made the right moves? So, but hopefully this time they can. You know what I'm saying? Everything is subject to change. We got to just keep an open perspective. So that's what we're doing, y'all. Shout out to Myles Garrett, Kevin Stefanski. We appreciated you while your time was here. Hopefully you do go somewhere else and flourish. But we had to move on. It was time to move on from you, buddy. My guy, it was time to move on. Haslam, hopefully you make the right decisions with supporting Andrew Berry and getting our next coach, Carson Schwarzenegger. Linebacker, though, shouts out to you, buddy. First team, rookie. Fadden, first team rookie. So y'all did a good job, man. We can't wait to see what y'all do next year. Hey, got the 6th pick, so we about to start doing this thing. And do y'all think we need a quarterback? Should we go receiver? Should we go O-lineman? What y'all think we should do? Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all subscribe. Y'all know we coming. We got to come with some more stuff too, though. Hey, I'm a holler like I always tell you. When I get it, you got it. We good. We out, y'all. Holla.